So I cut my hand. Hello, by the way. Happy Mother's Day. I just got home from work and I'm recording myself so that it feels like I'm talking to you without texting and emailing. My hand. Okay, I was doing yard work with Tony, and I got home from work. It was about this time. Right now it's about 7 o'clock. The sun was going down, so I was trying to hurry up, and I was hurrying up, and I cut my hand when I was trying to cut these 2x4s to throw some trash away. They only pick up the trash here if it's 5 feet or less, and I had these big barrotes that were bigger than 5 feet, so I had to cut them. And when I cut them, I had my gloves on, I had goggles on, I'm safe with that. I was cutting it with a miter saw, so it's a saw with a big blade, kind of like the ones that you use to cut wood, like that, only it's not like that. It's like this, like that. Okay, so you put the board down here however you want, and then you just bring it down, and the thing just takes whatever is in its path. Okay, anyway, in this case, it wasn't really in its path. I was putting it down, the barrote slipped. It was a piece of log, okay, to be completely honest with you. It was a fucking piece of wood, alright? It wasn't a barrote. It wasn't a 2x4, okay? It was my fault. I was lazy. I don't have a chainsaw, but anyway, I'm cutting this piece of timber to be correct, realistic, if you will. I cut it, and as I'm cutting it, I have my dad's gloves on. He didn't have the glove right here. Okay, so I'm holding this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm holding the thing and I'm bringing it down. This part, you can see it grabbed a hold of my glove and pulled it in. It pulled my glove off, and the glove flew away. And I grabbed my hand like this, I look at it, and it felt like somebody just went like that. Like, go like that to your hand, that's what it feels like a slap. It doesn't feel like a piece of metal taking chunks of your finger off. It feels like somebody just smacked your hand, and you're like, ah! Then you look, and then you see the blood and everything else, and you know that you're cut. Tony was helping me in the backyard. I'm very proud of Tony. He did a very good job, because a lot of people would have freaked out. I see a lot of TV shows where this kind of shit happens and people fucking flip out. I kept calm, of course, because it's Pablo. But for as much as I could, okay, I'm not fucking... Am I cussing too much? I'm sorry, Mom. I don't mean to cuss. It's just I got home from work, and I'm just... I'm in normal mode. I'm not in sun mode. And I'm looking at my phone. I'm not really looking at your face. So, sorry, I don't mean to disrespect. Okay, so, where was I with the hand? Well, that's what it feels like. It just feels like somebody swats the hand. Tony was on the side of the house, so he didn't see it, but I grabbed my hand. I knew I was cut because I was bleeding. I didn't really want to look at it too much to kind of stay calm, and that's when I called Tony. And then Tony came over, of course, and I said, let's go to the hospital right away. And it was rush hour. It wasn't rush hour. I take that back. I had an earlier shift. I was at work till 5. So this happened like at 5:30, rush hour. I live in central Tucson. It took us about a half hour to get to the hospital. I was almost going to say the F word, but I didn't. Okay, so we go into Tony's car. He wraps my hand up in a towel, one of his towels. Thank you, Tony, again. Very nice. And we go off to the St. Joseph's where he was born. You pinched that boy out of you, didn't you? St. Joseph's. That's another notch on your belt for Mother's Day. I hope he called you. I can't call you, but I can text you now, which is really cool. This is why now I can almost talk to you. It's like I'm talking to you right now. And you, whoever else is watching this. Nana. If my Nana's there, Nana Kuka. I wish you guys were here, but you're not, so I'll make the best of this. I have to make it fast because YouTube's gonna charge me if I stay on the video channel too much because apparently I talk too much about myself on other stations. We're gonna get back to talking about. So then my hand, it hurt. It hurt pretty bad. It felt like cold and hot and wet underneath this towel. I didn't want to see it, but I knew I was bleeding because I could feel it. We're just going to the hospital. I'm trying to stay cool. I remember the sun being behind me and the reflection of the sun in my eyes, and I could feel it getting brighter, and then like I felt like I was going to pass out, so I started controlling my breathing, and it worked like a charm. I stayed coherent and cool. I walked myself into the hospital, and the nurses started flipping out. I shot to the front of the line. It was pretty cool, actually. The nurses were freaking out. They said that was a very, very big cut, which made me scared because I'm trying to be calm. And here are these people who do this every day telling me that it's bad. It's bad. Cut me to the front of the line. They got me a room right away, and then the doctor comes in and just puts some shots in me, which really hurt as well. I felt like a bunch of cigarritos were being put out in my hand, like burning sensations. But it felt so good afterwards. I didn't feel any pain. No other drugs were given to me other than local anesthetic. Not till after I was prescribed Percocet and stuff like that, which made me dizzy. I didn't even take it. I just took my own medication. Anyway, so Tylenol, Advil, whatever, what have you. There you go. Trying to incriminate me. Wait, did I just do that myself? Were you thinking Advil? Were you thinking fucking Desinfrioles? Desinfrioles, those are blue. Those are delicious. I used to suck the blue off of those and put the pills back. At least I wasn't taking medication. I was just sucking the blue stuff off of it when I was a kid. I have an ugly scar on my hand now, which sucks, but it could be worse. I could not have my finger, and I have my finger. I have it, and it's working almost the same as this one. This one I can close. See that? How I can make a fist? I can't do that. I can maybe go like right there. I can't really make a Y. See, on this one I can make a little Y. A little Y. Y. See, right here I can't do that. It's more like a, I don't know. It's as far as I can go. But it could be worse. I could not have my finger. I have full strength. I didn't cut any ligaments. I didn't cut my bone. It just, if it wasn't for this glove, I would have definitely cut that. If you notice, look, it went right along the seams. Let me focus in on this because it's very important. I think God was on my side with this one. Let me turn the light on if you can see. Come on, let me turn the light on. There you go. All right. Look at where the seam is. See that? It cut right there. And that was the beginning of the cut. It must have slowed it down a lot, because after that it kind of just ripped open a little bit. It only got this much in my finger. This much here is, I think, just from the glove being ripped off my hand. But you can see, like, that was the main point right there. See? So it could have been a lot worse. I could have lost my finger completely. It would have gone all the way up. I would have been giving people high fours. What up, man? Give me a high four. Alright, let's get back this here. Turn that off. And, alright. Sorry, this is a telephone and it's not really a camera. Oh, come on. Come on, stay. Okay, right there. Okay. Okay, so I cut my finger. That's how it happened. It's my fault. I got too comfortable. I was in a hurry. Luckily, I was following some rules, but the main rule is don't work when you're mad. That's how this happened. I have a black eye, by the way. I bought a tablet, like the one Mara has, the little iPad, and I came home and I was playing with it, and it cracked. The screen cracked, and when the screen cracked, I went berserk. And, you know, la la la, boop, I hit my eye when I lifted it. That's what I get. So, follow those rules. Don't work when you're upset. Don't do anything when you're upset. That's very difficult, because I have like this bloodline of temper flaring genealogy, you know, genetics. I have this this inner temper. Very difficult to tame. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I've seen some crazy ass tempers in my time, but still, nothing good comes out of that. I wasn't upset when this happened. I was just in a hurry, and I was too comfortable with my tools, and it sucks that it happened. But I think I owe it a lot to all the things that happened. The saw that I was using had a break, and just everything. I really could have been in a lot worse shape. Even the doctor said I was lucky because it cut. I have two tendons in my finger here. It cut right underneath it, so it barely missed it. I mean, I missed it by an eighth. But the same thickness of the blade, I missed a huge tendon where this would have really not been functional at all. I mean, maybe after a lot of therapy and a lot of money, this didn't really cost me too much. Thank God. Thank God, really, because it could have been a lot worse. And thank you for praying for me. I did think about that, and I think about that all the time because I'm not a very lucky person. I think Nikki's coming right now. She has Arby's. So yeah, I cut my hand. I don't have any more checkups. I went through 3 checkups. My insurance is gonna pay for a little bit, so don't worry. All that stuff's good. I'm just pissed off that I did that, and I didn't want to tell you until I was fully healed. Which is, I think this is pretty healed. I'm good. I'm good with a little scar on my hand to remind me, to not be comfortable around things that are dangerous, like power tools and wild animals and women and stuff like that. Just to kind of remind me to not let my guard down. Excuse me, I've been talking a lot. This is like a 10-minute long video. Sorry that I can't speak in Spanish. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I could, but it would be like a 30-minute video. And you guys would be laughing a lot harder and not even understanding me because I'd be talking like a 4th grader. At least here I'm talking like a 5th grader in summer school. I love you and I miss you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.